Weezy reviews the watch scene from Pulp Fiction.
Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Weezy Reviews, and today we will be reviewing one of the most iconic and perfect scenes ever put to film, the watch scene from Pulp Fiction. As the young Butch turns around to meet Christopher Walken's character, we get to relive this moment through Butch's eyes as the audience. We have an amazing performance out of Christopher Walken here, which apparently he did in less than a day and in very few takes. So shout out to Christopher Walken, man. What a goat. So after introducing himself to us and to Butch, Christopher Walken's character sits down and goes into the whole reason for his visit, which is this watch given to him by Butch's father. Now, in this story, we get to hear of sacrifice and heroism and, facing insurmountable odds. We get to see the kind of honor and camaraderie that, Butch's father and Christopher Walken's character had. Now, notice in this scene how we are so close to Christopher Walken's face. We really get to feel the gravitas and the weight behind this monologue as he goes into the story of the watch and how it ended up going from his great-grandfather to his grandfather to his father and now to Butch. Now, one of the best parts about this scene is how it goes from so serious to so absurd at the drop of a hat. And again, we got to give it up for Christopher Walken. Again, notice the transition from one scene to the next using the watch. We go from a very cinematic approach to almost a sitcom-esque approach when he starts speaking about putting the watch in his ass. And from this point on, you can tell that Quentin Tarantino was probably just jumping around in the background thinking, I just got one of the single best scenes ever. But also the importance of this isn't just because of the heroics, but because of the absurdity. This isn't just a memory for Butch, it's a nightmare. It's the point in his life where everything changed. This watch is a representation of his personality. Without the watch, there is no Butch. Thus, the whole conundrum begins.